Hey guys, how's it going? It's just Jewel here today. And hold on one second. I'm just going to share the stream and then I will let you know what's going on. I'm a one-person show today and I will explain all the details. So this is the Quarantine Life, episode number 16. And we've been doing these Quarantine Life episodes every day for the past more than 16 days now, because there was one day where we did an interview and another day where we had to deliver groceries to our parents, and that took way longer than we anticipated. So let me just quickly share the stream. Episode number 16. Okay, got that. Share to the group. Boom. Okay, there we go. We have shared. Okay, so you might notice that it's just me today. It's just Jewel in the Quarantine Life episode Quarantine Life episode number 16. And that is because Arit is not feeling well today. She got like a migraine thing that was happening last night. It started, and then usually, when you go to sleep and stuff and you wake up in the morning, that it goes away. Well, she woke up in the morning and she was still feeling pretty bad. And she tried to do like a workout. She was drinking lots of water. And then she said that when she was doing the workout that it slightly helped. It got a little bit better. The throbbing of the head got a little bit better, but then now it's just back to full volume. And I think it's like a migraine because she feels super nauseous, kind of like feeling like throwing up type of thing. And she's just not able to get onto the stream. She apologizes for not being able to get on the stream. She really wanted to, she really did, but it's just not working right now for her. So please send her your healing vibes and thoughts because she needs them right now. And hopefully she'll sleep it off tonight and then feel better tomorrow. I just realized I still have this cart. Usually I roll this cart away. This is our equipment gear cart. I wanted, when we moved into this office here, I wanted something where I could get my gear easily. And I wanted to be able to see it. So this is like a moving cart, a rolling cart. And I didn't want the gear to be in drawers and cabinets and like boxes and stuff, because I want to be able to know what's going on with the gear. So there's 3 tiers. You can only see one, and I can't lift it up right now because it's like a full metal heavy thing. But like this first top tier is like the cameras. So we have different cameras here, the GoPros. There's a couple of GoPros here, the webcam boxes here. This is the DSLR, but we have 2 DSLRs now. The second row is audio. So there's like microphones here, headphones here. And then the bottom one is like miscellaneous. So there's like lights, batteries, plugs, extensions, and things like that. This is from IKEA, and I think it was like $40 or something. So yes, let's quickly go through the comments. Yeah, Arita's not feeling it right now. Usually she's not one to feel sick and stuff. Like, she rarely does, but it's usually me, to be honest. I'm usually the one that's the one that gets sick and stuff, but she's just not feeling it right now. I think it's a migraine. Roland says, hello. I think it's Saturday. Yeah, I think it's Saturday as well. And it's the weekend, but it's just pretty much, I call it quarantine days now. So every time I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking of, okay, it's quarantine day number, and it's like been over a month now. Jojo says, hi, Jewel. Hi, everyone. And then Dawn says, oh my, please give her a hug and best wishes from me. Yeah, please send her your healing vibes because she's not feeling it right now. Liat says, evening, Jewel. Love the shirt on you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to wear some color now because if you noticed, I pretty much only wear black. Said you helped me a lot last year through Camtasia. Thank you. You're very welcome. Liat says feel better, Arit. And then Roland says I need that solution for my gear. Great idea. Yeah, it's super helpful, and you can just like roll it away, roll it in, and I have 2 of these. There's another one for crafts, for like crafting and stuff, paints and paintbrushes, construction paper, that kind of thing. And it's just a really neat solution because, you know, when you put stuff in the drawers and then you don't know what's in there and then you open it and you're like, oh yeah, I had that item. So that's why that's there. And then Dawn says, I checked the mail today thinking it was Friday. Yeah, everyone's like getting their days messed up and they don't even know, like, it's just all the same right now. It's just all one day that just keeps going. And then someone asked here, what software are you using for this live? The software that I'm using is called StreamYard, and you guys can check out the link to this down in the description below of the YouTube video. There is a link there that you guys can click on. It is our affiliate link, but you also do get a $10 credit if you use that link. In my opinion, this is the easiest streaming software to use. We had only streamed to one platform before. YouTube is always the priority because I didn't want to use those other softwares that were really technical and confusing. And I just wanted something really simple. And finally, this thing came out, StreamYard. And yeah, I've been loving it. Someone said, oh no, sending a rate, good healing vibes, positive vibes, hugs, and love. Thank you guys. She will very much appreciate that. She's literally laying down on the couch trying to just like not puke because it's just not good right now. But she will feel better. I'm sure after, you know, she just has a good night rest that she'll feel better. Some days you just get those headaches. I wanted to, yesterday I mentioned about a thing that I use for headaches. I'm quite sensitive to different changes in temperature. Like if it all of a sudden gets really hot or if I'm in the sun for too long, I get headaches. I get headaches from eating certain foods. Yeah, I've always been like that. But this is what I use. It's from Sage, and I had talked about it. It's called the Peppermint Halo, and it's literally like a roller stick. And I'll just open it. It comes in a tube like this, and I believe Sage is a Canadian company. I'm not sure if they ship in the US, but it's just a tube like this, and their blend, it's a blend, it's called the Peppermint Halo, and it's a headache remedy, and it's just oils. It's just natural oils. I don't like taking so many pills or anything like that. I try to avoid taking like a Tylenol or an Advil whenever I'm having some sort of ailment. I try not to take those kinds of things. So I like using natural stuff. And this one just like, it's a roller stick. So what you do is, whoa, it's like totally crazy right now. But basically you can put it on the temples, right? And then when I don't have makeup on, I'll roll it across my forehead. And you can also put it in certain parts of your head so that it gets onto your scalp. So if you have like a pounding headache in the back of your head, you can put it there as well. Some of it's just dripping right now, so I'm just going to put it on over here. There you go. Just put it on. It's like a little roller stick, so it's really convenient. I took this on travel with me when we went to Europe. It's so useful because, like, you know, the pressure of the plane, I obviously got a headache from that, and it works really well. So I recommend this to anyone who gets headaches, and I think Liat also uses it because she also gets headaches, and she loves it, and I recommend it to people. Jojo says, what is it called? It is called the Peppermint Halo, like a halo, and it's from the company called Sage. They have stores in the malls here a lot in BC. I believe they're a Canadian company, And the Sage Natural Wellness Store, it's spelled SAJE, Sage. And they have a whole bunch of other things. They have a lot of essential oils. And this is the one that I use the most. But I also use like a digestive oil as well. So if I have a stomach ache, you just take, they have a different blend. It's a digestion one, and you just like roll it on your stomach, and it actually aids in digestion and takes away the stomach ache usually. So definitely recommend. Dawn says, I used to pick raspberries when I was a teenager in Chilliwack until they found me collapsed in the field from the heat. Lol, oh, the good old days. What? That is crazy. So you totally got like a heat stroke and passed out. My God, did you not have water or something? Yeah, that is something that could happen to me. The last time I had something like that was at my sister's bachelorette party in Arizona. We all went on this hike, and it was her bachelorette. We went in like, I think March, or I don't know, but it's hot in Arizona. And we went to do this hike, and the hikes there are completely different from the hikes here, because the hikes here, we have a lot of trees. There's lots of greenery. It's not as dry, so you have shade. But over there, it was like this, the rocks, just like red rocks type feel. Super dry, totally sand, dust, that type of a desert feel. And we were doing this hike, and it was a long one. I can't remember what it was called. It was long, and this was when I was a little bit heavier. I was like, I don't know, 20 or 30 pounds more heavier, way more out of shape, not really doing the personal training thing yet, and not really getting healthy. And did this hike, sun's beaming down. We've been out for like maybe 3-4 hours already in this hike, and you go all the way to the top. And I'm also afraid of heights, you guys remember. And then coming down, I ran out of water. I didn't have enough like food, I guess. My energy depleted all what I ate. I didn't bring any like oranges or fruits or anything, to sustain myself. And I remember going down, and I felt like I was going to black out. And Arit was with me, and a bunch of like 9 other girls, and 2 of the girls had to kind of speed their way down. I didn't think I was going to make it. They had to speed their way down to try and ask someone for help if anyone hadn't. We all didn't have any more water. That's how prepared we were. We all, because it was so hot, we all just drank all of our water. And I brought a lot of water myself, but it just went through all of it. And then they told this lady that I was about to pass out, and luckily she had some little mini mandarin oranges, and she gave them to me, and she's just like, you just need to get out of the sun, just get some water, you're completely dehydrated. And when I got down to the bottom, because I didn't think I was going to make it, I actually was saying to my sister, I think I need to go to the hospital because I feel like really bad. Like I feel like I'm going to puke and I'm going to black out. And they were saying that you just need to, let's try not to do the whole hospital thing, because it costs a lot of money in the United States, and the whole coverage thing, and it costs X amount of dollars to get an ambulance, and we were in the middle of nowhere. And luckily some people brought me water from these other hikers, and they gave me some fruits, and we waited for our Uber, and we were able to get back to the house that we rented, and I was able to recuperate. But that was the last time I had like some major heat stroke thing happening. But all right, so today was way more relaxed than usual, because I just felt like, I woke up and I was like, okay, it's Saturday. You know what? I busted my ass off this entire week. I'm just gonna flow through the day really easily, and I'm not gonna be so harsh with the time. I'm not gonna be like, okay, I only do this for this amount of time and then I move on to the next. Usually I have like a tight schedule. So I woke up late, woke up past the alarm, stayed to do the puzzle a little bit longer, went past the 45 minutes, and just moseyed on over to the workout, did a lighter workout than usual, and just took it pretty easy with today's tasks. You don't want to get all burnt out and stuff because you're not going to last for the race. So today was a super relaxed day, and plus Ari's not feeling well, so the energy vibe is different. She's just like trying to recover right now. So took it really easy. And although I did schedule, it's not finalized yet, but I did talk with another instructor who has an Etsy course, and he's an online entrepreneur type thing too, and he's killing it right now with Etsy. His name is Fernando, and he interviewed us, and I don't know if we interviewed him before. I don't think so. We were on his show. And Fernando, I met him when I was doing merch by Amazon online, as you meet people online. And he has this Etsy course, and he's killing it right now on Etsy. He said that people are ordering certain types of things, and if you're not on Etsy, if you've been thinking about Etsy, you should be getting on Etsy right now, because he said like that is still happening. Etsy and eBay, I heard, are still doing really well right now. But like Facebook Marketplace and stuff's going down because people don't really want to meet in public right now. So I spoke with him. I'm going to be reviewing his Etsy course and checking it out to see like exactly how he's got the whole thing structured. And then we're also going to be doing an interview with him to dive deeper into what is going on and how he's doing, what's selling, and if you guys have questions when we secure the date for the interview, we can ask those questions and hopefully get some of you guys on Etsy if you've been thinking about it, because I know that we have a lot of people on our channel that are interested in Etsy. Fernando, yes. Don, Fernando, yes, he's a super sweet, super nice guy. Met him in the merch world, merch by Amazon world. He pivoted and went more towards Etsy, and he also does Amazon as well. And yeah, he's a super nice guy. Spoke to him today, and I will be checking out his course. So stay tuned for that video and then the interview. We will obviously announce that to you guys. And then someone said here, how do you think Amazon will change post-COVID-19? Well, Amazon has changed right now in many different aspects. So in terms of private labeling, I believe that not everyone is feeling the hit, but there are people that are taking a hit right now because the whole virus thing started in China, and that is where everyone gets their products made. For the most part, the majority of people who do private labeling on Amazon get their products made from China. It's the cheapest, they can offer volume. And the sun's going crazy right now today. So in Amazon, they have pivoted right now, and because people are ordering like crazy, they can't even meet up with the demand right now. And there are a lot of people that I've seen that I know that their listings are kind of like on pause right now. And even before the whole virus came to North America, they were experiencing a lot of hardship because a lot of their factories were shut down because they needed to go into lockdown in China. All the workers needed to go into lockdown. So people just had, they just left them hanging, like the sellers and stuff. And I'm not sure if, it's still working with that right now. Like if they've opened up the factories in China, I have no idea if they're still going strong, but I know that it's affected a lot of people. And if you were in the right industry, like if you were in products that they are giving priority to right now, then you're probably doing really well. But it might be hard to refill your stocks right now. Don said, Amazon has also stopped their merch sales. Exactly, I know. it's crazy. If for those of you who don't know, Merch by Amazon was a program that they offered to us public, and you could create designs, digital designs, and upload them to the Amazon Merch by Amazon program. And they started off with t-shirts, and then they went to like hoodies, and then they did like pop sockets, the thing for your phone. And they're evolving their product line. But basically it's like merchandise that's print on demand, and they've shut down all of their facilities, their printing facilities. So if you wanted to buy like a t-shirt and stuff from Merch by Amazon, you can't really do that right now. And we've got here, I think that not just Amazon will be affected, like everything is going to be affected. People in the restaurant industry are taking a massive hit right now. The gym industry, the fitness industry, I feel bad for our gym here, our personal training gym, because, you know, nobody's getting personal training right now. Nobody can go in there. And I feel bad for all the trainers, because they get paid on a per session basis. They get paid when they do a session with a client, right? And they're not doing any sessions as well. So, you know, that's why we always recommend to people to, one, have multiple income streams, and two, get online. And people are like, oh, well, my business doesn't really fit that. And it's like, trust me, every business fits online. And people are now pivoting like crazy. Like there's a place called Y Yoga here, which is like a huge, if you do yoga in Vancouver, you go to Y Yoga, and they have huge facilities, very successful company. But nobody can do it right now, and they've had to pivot, and they're now doing like these yoga lives on now, and people pay donation, and people can get yoga sessions online, and they never had that before. It was like very much a physical, you go in there and you pay your membership, and then you go to the class. But everyone's having to make a decision to get online. If you don't get online, you're going to suffer, because we don't know how long this is going to go on for. And Jojo says, I have to go back and rewatch the Etsy, the videos you did on Etsy. Yes, please do. Please go check that out, and stay tuned for that interview with Fernando. He's a great person. Another thing here. I just want to do a quick show and tell here. So last time when I did the groceries delivery to my parents, they're bored right now because you know, they're older and they're not as internet savvy, so they're pretty much relying on like the TV and like their phones and Facebook and stuff. But I didn't want them to turn into mulch by just only watching stuff all the time. So I gave them some coloring, you know, those adult coloring books that became like a new wave. And I told my dad to start doing these coloring things. And at first he was resistant, because he was like saying, oh, it's just for children. And I was like, no, you don't have to be a child to do coloring. And then he ended up doing this. My dad, I get my art sense from my dad, because he used to be an architect in the Philippines, and he used to build houses and do like the drawings. Now, when you're an architect, you do drawings on the computer, but he used to do them like by hand with the tracing paper and all the rulers. And when he immigrated to Canada, unfortunately, his schooling of being an architect did not transfer over. So he came to Canada and basically had to start from zero, and his credentials of being an architect in the Philippines didn't transfer. So he didn't end up continuing with it. But as a kid growing up, he still drew architecture, and he still drew houses and buildings. He specialized in doing bungalows, which are like one-level homes. And because in the Philippines they have a lot of one-level homes. And as a kid growing up, I would always see him with all these different kinds of rulers and like all these lead pencils and like whiteouts and pens and felts and stuff. And so I think I got my artistic side from him for sure, with me liking to do, it's different. I mean, I don't really like drawing, but I love video. I love, being creative online and creating cool stuff. So I think I got it from him, and he still got it. He can still do a whole thing. And so he finished that, and I need to give him some more coloring pages. And I wanted to try this out in front of you guys. So I don't know if you guys watched the vlog when we went to Seattle. We went to Seattle just as the whole thing was breaking out in North America. It had started in Seattle. Seattle was one of the first points in the United States where it was, quote unquote, getting out of control. And we went to Seattle for my birthday because I like going to the arcades and I like Cheesecake Factory. So we did a little bit of a quick drive. It's like a 2.5-hour drive to Seattle, me, my sister, and Narit. We were supposed to have another friend come as well, but because of the whole virus thing, she sees her grandparents often, and they're in their 90s. And so she didn't want to risk it, and it was totally understandable. So she wasn't able to come. But anyways, we went there. We played in this arcade called Dave Buster's, which is like a restaurant arcade. I wish they had these kinds of things here, but they don't. And we played for like hours, and then we got tickets, and then you get the prize at the end. Well, this was the prize that we got at the end. They have like all those candies and stuffed animals and toys, but then we saw LED light strips, and then we're like, yes, let's use it for the video. So I actually have not opened this thing at all, and I want to try it because I actually just recently found it. I forgot that I had this, so I want to just try it right now, and that'll be the last thing for today. And then I'm going to make some frozen hashtag fries. That's going to be dinner for today, keeping it super simple and relaxed. I actually have the fries here to show you. Oh, there's these eggs too, mini eggs. I decided to get a huge bag of them last week to celebrate Easter, and I'm gonna make this later on for dinner. It's like they half melted, and now they're like one gigantic piece. Dawn says, speaking of multiple income streams, someone convinced me to sell my masks, and I have been going crazy today. I have sold 25 masks and have been sewing and delivering all day. That is awesome, Dawn. Oh, yes. I love it when people take opportunities and they create an opportunity for themselves and to just go for it. And I remember you mentioning that you had missed the live stream that time because you needed to go into town to get your supplies in order to do the live stream. Sorry, in order to make the masks, because you found that you were tired of not having a mask. So that's so cool. May I ask how much you're selling your masks for? And I think I'm going to go on Facebook right now, and I'm going to pull up your post because I was so amazed that you made these masks yourself and you've taken this opportunity. You've sold 25 masks. That's so cool. Dawn, I'm about to type in your name here on Facebook to try and find your photo that you did. Hold on one second here. I'm pulling it up. Yes, hashtag fries. That's what I call them. Keeping it super simple today. Hashtag fries and ketchup. Sometimes it's just like that. You just need to just be simple. Okay, so this is the post. I'm going to share it with you guys. Here we go. Share screen. Share. Here we go. So I saw Dawn do this post, and then she goes, I started making masks, seeing how there are none available to buy. I started out with a simple pleated pattern and migrated to a duckbill style. All of them have a filter pocket and nose is fitted with a wire. I don't have a clue to sew, but decided there is no time like the present to learn a new skill, and these are the masks. That is amazing. I love seeing those kinds of opportunities. So shout out to you, Dawn, and that's amazing that you've been able to sell 25 masks. That's really cool. So I'm going to click stop sharing. Here we go. And then Roland says, that's cool, Dawn. Jojo says, awesome. And Dawn says, I'm selling them for $9. I wanted to make them affordable for people who need them. That is cool. That is so cool. And that's totally affordable because people are price gouging the crap out of those masks. The N95s, the N95 masks, people are selling them for like, I don't know, above $25 when you can usually get like a box for that. Roland says, I just ate popcorn and my wife's homemade bunny cakes. You can see them on my Facebook page. Okay, I don't even know what a bunny cake is, but let me see. Is it shaped like a bunny or let's see here. Where is it on? Is it on your profile? I don't see it on your profile. I see. No, I don't see it on your profile. Please let me know where that is. Dawn says, thank you, Jewel. Thanks, everyone. You guys are so amazing and supportive. Of course, I love seeing people. I love it when people take action. When that gets me the most excited is when someone just gets it going for themselves instead of being like, oh, woe is me, I don't have a mask. And it's like, okay, I don't know how to sew, but I can get supplies and I can watch a YouTube tutorial and then I can post a photo and then someone says, I want to buy your masks, and then I'm going to go sell them. Like, that's amazing. Roland says, no, my page. So getting it done north of 7. Let's see here. Here we go. I'm pulling it up right now. Ooh, nice. There's like, oh, it is a bunny cake. Okay, we have to share that. You're getting my live reaction. Okay, here is the bunny cake that Roland ate, and it's legit an actual bunny cake. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Roland, for this. And happy Easter to everybody. Dawn says, I want a bunny cake. I know, right? I think we all do. So Wad says, hi, Jewel. Is there any difference between your Camtasia course on Udemy versus Skillshare? No, there's no difference. They're completely the same. The only difference is the payment structure. So on Udemy, they do a thing where you pay for the course one time. And then like if you want courses, you have to buy each course. But on Skillshare, you probably did the membership thing. And the thing is, you don't just have access to my Camtasia course, you have access to everyone's courses on Skillshare. Skillshare is like a Netflix for education. You get the subscription and then you can watch as many of other people's courses as you want. I don't know how many, there's probably at least 30 or 40,000 courses on there, all different topics. So that's kind of the difference. But the in terms of the content, it's the same. Roland says, Dawn says, holy crap, Roland, your wife is the bomb. That was an amazing looking cake. And one is already gone. She made them this afternoon. What flavor was it? Like a vanilla type sponge cake thing? Product Patrol says, Hello, Jewel. Love the emojis. Cheeks of Product Patrol. I like the lobster at the end. That was a nice one. No problem, Roland. Thanks for sharing that. I'm going to go show that to Arit later to make her feel better from the headache. So thank you, guys. I am now going to make hashtag fries and eat them for dinner. Thank you guys so much for still hanging out with me. I appreciate all the support and the healing vibes for Arit. This is usually like, migraines. They usually just come out of nowhere, ruin your day, and then the next day you feel like completely really good. So she'll feel better by tomorrow. I think she just needs another day of rest or something and taking it easy. And the hashtag fries. She's going to eat the hashtag fries. And Roland says the cake was made out of vanilla cake mix, Smarties, eyes, and licorice whiskers. I like everything except for licorice. I don't like licorice. Maybe red licorice. I like the regular strawberry red licorice. Oh, she made 2. She must really love you. And Jojo said, happy Easter to you, Roland. Beautiful bunny cake. All right, guys. Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you so much for still tuning in. Totally appreciate it, even though there was a one-person show going on today. Don says, have a great night, everyone. Tell Arit she is in my thoughts. Enjoy your fries. Yes, I made a garlic aioli sauce to go with these fries. I love sauces, like, ketchup and ranch and all that. So I made like a garlic aioli sauce, and I'm really excited to eat it with these fries. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Happy Easter, happy weekend, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST for the Quarantine Life episode number 17. Now I want hashtag fries. Superstore or Loblaws, have them. Check them out. Bye, guys.